Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. This week, I want to talk about the person that is going to prevent you from getting your ex back. Yes, who is this evil person? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. But first, I want to welcome back my beautiful no-contact army. Have you been a good little soldier or a bad little soldier? I have not said that phrase in a while. And if you've been good, of course, you've downloaded our app Silencio. The link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our no-contact army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. Okay, so who is this terrible person who's going to prevent you from getting your ex back? Now, I've previously done a video on therapists, and I've talked about how you should not listen to a therapist in terms of getting an ex back, and I'll put the link in the upper right-hand corner. But we're not talking about therapists today. We are talking about, well, if you have a mirror nearby, go stand in front of it. You know who's going to stop you from getting your ex back? The person staring back at you in the mirror. That would be you. Yes, you. Because when the moment of truth arrives, when you finally hear from your ex, many of you are going to do the wrong thing. And then you're going to end up beating yourself up because you knew what to do if you've been listening to my videos, but you panicked. Or you let ego take over. You let emotion take over. Because we already have a blueprint of how most exes act after a breakup if you leave them alone. But not everyone can follow the rules. And in fact, I have 2 clients that did the same thing in 1 week. So I want to briefly tell you about their situation without giving too much information away, because I don't want this to happen to you, because right now they are not very happy with themselves because of what they did. So one of my clients, she had been in no contact for 60 days. So she did a full 60 days. And what do you know? The ex popped up with what? A breadcrumb. Yes, a breadcrumb, as I always say. And she was mad that he sent a photo with no message. Well, if you've been listening to me, you know that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a breadcrumb. So don't be surprised if you just get a photo. And don't let your ego take over. And so instead of laughing and going, ha, 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 yep, Lucia was right. Yep, right on time, 60 days, there's the breadcrumb. Nope. She let her ego take over. And so she engaged with him. She engaged with the enemy, so to speak. And not only did she engage with him, she mentioned getting together, which goes against everything I preach. And of course, what do you think happened? That's right, he turned her down. Now she's beating herself up. So for one moment of letting the ego get in the way, now she's going to be mad at herself for the next few weeks, months, I don't know how long. So now it's back in no contact. So she had a great chance, but she stood in her own way because she didn't listen to what I've been telling her. She's been listening to me. She did a session with me. She knew better, but she thought, well, I'm going to take, I don't know what she was thinking. Oh, I know what she was thinking. She told me, she said, well, I heard that if you get a breadcrumb, you should either ignore it or just call them out. Heard that from where? From who? Not from me. I have never said to call them out for a breadcrumb, because you're just basically saying that you are so interested in them that you're upset that they sent you a breadcrumb that now you're going to take the time out to call them out. No. So I don't know where some of you are getting your information from, or you think you're just going to make up your own rules and it's going to work out. It's not going to work out. I eat, drink, sleep, and breathe helping people get to their ex back. And you think you're just going to come along and just make your own rule all of a sudden it's going to work out? I know what is going to happen 99% of the time. That's why it's so frustrating, because I'm trying to help you get your ex back and people make their own rules, or they think, well, it doesn't apply to me. Yeah, It probably does. It probably does. And my other client, after only 30 days of no contact, thought he would just take matters into his own hands and contact his ex because he had gone into therapy and she didn't know. And so I said, listen, you just do your therapy. Let's just see what happens. At some point, we'll let her know that you're in therapy. Now is not the time. But no, he couldn't wait. He could not wait to let her know he was in therapy. Like that was going to change anything after only 30 days. And he too asked to see her. And it took her a week to respond. And then she finally said no. So he says, can you help me? I said, I can't. I can't help. How can I help you if you do the exact opposite of what I tell you? And he thought I was dropping him as a client. No, I wasn't. But if you refuse to do what you need to do, then how can I help you? It's like a doctor says, okay, you need to take this medicine, otherwise you're not going to get better. And then you don't take it and you're like, doctor, can you help me? No, you didn't take the medicine. Or an attorney gives you legal advice and you do the opposite. And then you go, well, can you help me now? No, you did the opposite of what I told you. You can't just go veer off on your own, do any old thing, and then think that it's always going to be able to be fixed. Sometimes it's not going to be able to be fixed. That's the frustrating thing. It's because you prevented yourself from getting your ex back because you couldn't control yourself. So this is about learning to control your ego, and it's about impulse control. And of course, if you have anxiety, as many people do who listen to me, who are trying to get their ex back, then deal with that anxiety. Because if it's stopping you from having great relationships or from getting an ex back, why wouldn't you deal with it? Thank God I don't have an anxious attachment style. But I know if I did, I would be in therapy so fast. I would not let something like that mess up my life. So many times, if there's a chance to get your ex back, if they're not totally done and you don't, it's because you messed up. That's why you need to listen to the videos. Well, not just listen to them, but do what they say. And people always say, well, I just thought, well, no. It's not your job to think. It's my job to think. And it's your job to follow directions and do what I say. Because like I said, this is my passion. This is what I think about every single day. Sometimes I'm walking around doing podcasts in my head. I wish you could hear them, but there's no way you can. This is what I know. I know how to get an ex back. So don't think that you're just going to come in and all of a sudden know what to do. I've seen many people get back together. I've helped many people get back together. I know what I'm doing. So please do not sabotage things for yourself by just veering off course like these people did. Okay? So now I want to hear from you. Are you going to listen to what I say, or are you going to veer off course? And what do you think about the two examples? Do you think they're going to get their exes back? I don't know. We'll see. And in the meantime, if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net and we will send you the rates. The direct link is below. If you don't receive them, check your spam. And if they're still not there, contact us from a different email address. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.